Yeah, Amy Schumer is back. I didn't really know that she left in the first place. I wasn't paying super close attention to her career or lack thereof. But Amy Schumer is starring in a new Netflix movie called Kinda Pregnant. And just a disclaimer, that is the title of the movie and that is the plot of the movie, not a comment about how Amy Schumer looks.
Aww.
So the whole point of the movie is that she gets jealous of her pregnant friend for all the attention she's receiving. So she decides to wear a fake baby belly to get some more attention for herself.
See, I kind of like it because it's very indicative of like the craziest person you know. And these stories are real. At the very least, there was that story like last year of like the woman who faked cancer for years to get all sorts of sympathy.
Yeah, that's actually crazier than pretending to be pregnant.
And
the pregnant one has a deadline.
There was the lady who worked for like Shonda Rhimes who faked having terminal illnesses so that she could get work on like Grey's Anatomy.
Isn't there like a killer? She's like out of prison now. She killed her mom because her mom made her fake.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Yeah,
she had Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
Should we show the trailer?
Let's show the trailer.
You
get our
guys can
first impressions.
decide for yourselves whether this is for you guys. Here we go.
Looking good, mama.
Oh. Hey. Have you ever felt like you were so close to having it all?
No.
But there was one little secret.
You look so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm pregnant.
You lost control of.
Oh, how dare you walk around with that fake fucking belly?
What am I gonna do? Do you ever tell like such a big lie you don't know how to get out of it?
How's your pregnancy going?
Oh my God, so cute.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cute little face almost tore my asshole open.
I've always known I want a family. Have you ever dated a pregnant woman?
You're the least pregnant person I've ever
Wow.
Yeah.
You wait till they're crowning.
Yeah, I want them to be like 2 weeks away from dropping.
Women don't share what it's like. It's so isolating.
How do you really feel during your pregnancy?
I'm angry.
I ate a cupcake out of the trash can last night.
I can't stop masturbating to weird stuff, like the Golden Bachelor.
Get the hell out of here.
You know, we should have more, like, secrets.
What if someone you know catches you with it?
Do you smell that? It's like burnt plastic. Why am I listening to you? You have 3 active restraining orders against you.
Which says to me there are 3 people out there who sees my passion. I show up at their work. I show up at their house. I show up at their mother's house. I'm fucking everywhere.
The most important relationship you're ever gonna have is with yourself.
You're being a stupid tit-faced jerk butt. Oh, it is you, my friend, that has the face of a tit.
Can you two bitches calm down? You can't even come up with proper fucking swear words at this point.
How far along are you, judging by your facial bloating? 5 months?
I'll break your fucking neck.
What was that?
I've been a freaking wreck.
I would be too if my ankles were that big.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. As you know, I'm not one for hyperbole, but there wasn't even anything approaching a laugh in there.
I saw some laughs over here.
I thought it was sort of. I think some of it was sort of amusing, but there were a lot of things that were not really accurate about pregnancy.
Yeah,
like no one gives you a seat on the subway.
People are actually kind of rude to pregnant ladies these days.
The only
She
people
can't fight
that
back.
ever, right? The only people that ever gave me seats on the subway were like older women, and I was like, "Grandma, just sit down." It's
Well,
okay.
nowadays, if they don't set you on fire, that's the polite thing.
Right?
Yes.
That is
Yes. As long as they don't
pretty
push you down onto the tracks.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
find something funny about the concept of somebody being
it's
so
double murder.
desperate for attention that they go and do something stupid like this. But
I think it's so. I mean, the other problem is that there was a story about, this was years ago, about someone who was pretending to be pregnant, and then she murdered a woman and stole her baby out of her belly.
Okay, we're gonna find out later that that's what this
Whoa.
script started as, and Amy Schumer's like, let's
that's
punch
like
it up and make it a
the
comedy.
only acceptable option for like the climax of this film is that she takes it all the way. Otherwise, otherwise I don't see it.
turn it into a drama and make the
I
thing
do
where
see
she-
A little
her-
drama, a little
Yeah.
horror.
I see her getting pregnant in the third act of this movie.
Probably.
Part of me
For
backs
real.
this.
Well, but if she gets pregnant in the third act, then like she has to fess up to the lie too.
I
and
don't
be
like any
"No,
movie
I'm
that
really
Amy
pregnant."
Schumer actually gets laid in. So
No, that's not great. I thought
Unrealistic.
the sidekick with the restraining orders. I thought she was kind of funny.
The belly is fake. The struggle is real, as they say.
are they trying to convince me? I saw a shot in there of her supposedly doing the splits, and that might have been the most unrealistic part of that
very
whole
unrealistic.
trailer.
Yeah, because she can't do that pregnant or not.
I don't think she
Also,
can do
what's
that.
the deal with a room full of pregnant women talking about eating out of the trash? Who does that? And I was pregnant in Brooklyn for the entire pregnancy that I had.
And their
That never happened.
pornography habits.
Yeah, that's weird
don't
too. I
know.
don't get any
It's
of
kind of
that.
strange.
But yeah, like eating cupcakes out of the trash. That was like a Seinfeld episode. And I guess it was
it's only
an
on
eclair.
top. It was right on
It was
top.
right.
What's sad
In
is
the
like
trash. It didn't even break the rim.
movies like this. I mean, not this one specifically, but actually funny movies. Think of like, or maybe if you like Knocked Up. Or stuff like that. Like movies like that used to go to theaters and do very, very well. All of that is now doomed for a life on Netflix where, as we talked about yesterday, it's put on in the background and nobody actually pays attention to it. And comedies are actually one of the genres more perhaps than others that you have to actually pay attention to, because unless it's some type of just gross humor and that's your thing, you have to be paying attention to the story for humor to actually catch.
Well, there was already a movie just like this starring Lindsay Lohan back in
I didn't know that,
2009
yeah.
called Labor Pains,
Okay.
where she pretends to be pregnant for special treatment at work.
Kinda Pregnant is a better name than Labor Pains.
You get special treatment at work being pregnant?
At least
Again,
that was the
that was
premise
totally
back then.
unrealistic.
I tried that
Totally
here and I got
unrealistic.
nothing.
But after, we have a 20 from Thomas Williams. Love this show. Usually listen to it the day after they're as based in the UK. Like Mary's view more as I like the
Christian more.
Christian more as I am slowly finding my faith by going through the Bible. James edition. Love you all.
Well,
Thank you for
that was
watching,
a
Thomas.
name that I didn't recognize. So thank you so much for catching us live today.
Yeah, thanks for the super chat too. Thanks for saying hi.
We appreciate it.
We dig you.
After this trailer came out, the almost unanimous response was that we need to leave Amy Schumer in the 2010s
That
and
song
never
is-
see
That's
her
a
again.
great idea.
I hated
not,
that
She's
song.
not funny.
I hated that song in the trailer.
It's a good song. I don't diss MIA right now.
I can diss that song in this trailer.
It's a good
Was
song.
MIA?
It was MIA. But
I know
it's-
you
but-
hate Paper Planes too,
I like Paper
but
Planes.
almost everyone was saying, Amy Schumer isn't funny. I can't believe that this woman is still getting work. One tweet said, "Can we please leave Amy Schumer? I don't want to see her punchable face."
15 years
Punchable
ago,
face.
15
That's
years
a
ago, it would have been
throwback,
Katherine Heigl doing this movie.
Who's Katherine Heigl?
She's an actress.
I don't remember her at
she was
all.
a big deal back in the day. She's did a lot of romantic comedies and stuff like this, but she would have been the one doing this. But now they have to have the fat lady do it. Yeah,
That's
Sorry.
diversity, right?
Yeah.
Diversity. That's how white ladies get work, is if they're fat or super slutty, right? Like, isn't that the other?
Well, that's two of Amy
guess she's
Schumer's
doing
favorite
both of
things.
these.
What were
So
some of the
it's really a-
what were some of the responses?
The fact
to
that
it?
Amy Schumer can be successfully super slutty is a terrible development.
She
That is
still
kinda
keeps
weird,
coming
isn't it?
back,
'Cause it's
even though
kinda just
everyone knows
gross.
she's not funny. Kind of need the world to stop platforming Amy Schumer because she isn't funny. No one is asking for this. We will not be watching this. This looks horrible. Pretty much everyone was saying they're not interested, but then there were other responses saying that they actually are boycotting Kinda Pregnant because Amy Schumer is a Zionist.
Really?
One said, the irony of making a movie on pregnancy while supporting the killing of thousands of kids, mothers, and sufferings of thousands of pregnant women in Palestine.
God, I hate that
How
so much.
can
How can you
make
make a comedy on Netflix when there is a genocide going on in Gaza?
It's like the old Woody Allen quote, which, of course, he's probably a Zionist, so we have to cancel him. But he said, one person is starving in the world and it ruins my entire night.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because people need to feel like they have an excuse. You can just hate Amy Schumer because she's unfunny and annoying. You don't have to come up with a weird activist reason to hate her.
And one might even say that it's more, it's better to just hate them because they suck at their job than to hate them for
and
some
not
type of
everything has
socio-political
to
reason.
be totally political. You know, it's okay to exist without constantly referencing
and like, look, man, at the end
some
of the day,
war
there's
somewhere.
there's like 30% of the people that meet you that are just gonna be like, I don't like them. Just for no reason, just I don't like them. And 30% of the people, you're gonna be able to be kind of do whatever, and they'll be like, I kind of like him. You know, like that's generally the way that it goes. And then 30% are kind of, you know, if you do something bad, they don't like you. If you do something good, they do like you. But like, it's okay if this person happens to be one of the people that you just are like, I don't like him.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what,
Fine. It's
like,
perfectly fine.
The funny thing is the better reason to hate her would be as if that you paid money to go see this in theaters, and then you're like, I actually spent money on this. That's why I hate you. I was telling people yesterday, like I was watching these videos about why positive reviews mean more than negative reviews, because if you tell somebody that a movie sucks and they go see it and they like it, they're like, oh, we just disagree. But if you
Right.
tell somebody a movie's awesome and they hate it, they're like, you got me to spend money on this. I hate you. But it's like if Amy Schumer tries to coax you into going to see her garbage movie in theaters, that's one thing. But you've already got Netflix on your TV, and you're just kind of stuck. The only people you can really be mad at is yourself because you haven't canceled yet.
It's the type of thing that you put on in the background while you're doing laundry, and they call it Tide Pod Cinema.
I love that.
Really,
name.
that's a thing? Tide
Yeah.
Pod
Yeah.
Cinema?
Yeah.
Like Netflix is now doing this thing where they're trying to convince screenwriters to like write dialogue that explains verbally what's going on in the scene because nobody's looking at the actual screen.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a terrible way to write. That's
and
like
they're-
a terrible reason to write anything because nobody's looking. Although the whole point, of course, is to communicate with your audience. So I guess you have to do what you have to do.
Yep. So, whatever. Netflix made Carry On just this past winter, which was fantastic. So, if you like action,
Carry On, like about a bird that eats roadkill?
No, it was about
Carrion.
not a carrion.
Oh, I see.
Carry On was about
Like luggage?
a TSA agent who has to stop a chemical weapon attack. It's awesome.
Hollywood does have some weird takes on pregnancy and motherhood in general, though, when it comes to the way they write
Because
these
they probably
characters.
haven't had children.
Like Chinatown.
Probably. But one I would recommend is The Pod Generation, starring Emilia Clarke. I watched
Thank you
this
for
last year, and the whole premise of the movie is that everyone in the future uses pods to incubate their children instead of traditional pregnancy, and you're incentivized to do so by your employer.
That's like Brave New World.
It was a very interesting take on it. It kind of fell apart in the third act.
Kind
but it
of
was
like how
interesting.
So many things do.
companies
the hard
now
part.
incentivize you to go kill your children by sending you to a foreign, like to another state to get an abortion because they don't want to give you time off for work.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was satire technically, but more so a predictor of what's to come.
Yeah. But that's a lot of deep thinking. The movie just looks stupid and it doesn't look funny. And when your movie's supposed to be funny and nobody's laughing, you have a problem. My guess that this one will disappear from the charts very, very quickly. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.